And welcome back. It is now episode 40 of the Call of the Netherdeep. I am Jasili, the Game Master, and I realize I've never actually said this entire time. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, y'all. I should probably tell people that in the beginning of the video to let them know what they're doing. I'll let my players introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Hunter, and I will be playing Morgan Megan today, your favorite old lady witch who is a follower of the Raven Queen.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Hey You, the Aormaton Barbarian.
I think I got Matt next.
Hey, I'm Matt. I'm gonna be playing Seven Conundrum, and I was playing Chaosium this whole time, so I don't know what's going.
And I'm Ray. I'm playing the Asimar Paladin seeking redemption follower of Avandra.
Yes. So we have been following this here Coven Pact Party all the way from the beginning of their adventure in Jigao, following this other team that we've been calling the Rivals, surrounding this mystery of the Jewel of Three Prayers, this vestige of divergence that once belonged to this mysterious hero Alyxian that had a whole bunch of ancient history and gods and resurrections and is calling for help from somewhere that they believe to be below the sunken ruins of here. They are now in the city of Ankarel on the continent of Marquette. They are participating in, as the bottom of the screen says, this is the grand tournament. We have completed the entire first seed of the tournaments with all of the teams moving on with Morgan Megan, Ludo, Theron, Hey You. The other team we had was Finian, Dudu, Gnarly, and Trixie. Give me 1 second. Did you buy a calendar? Yeah, it's upstairs here. Sorry, brother. Game asked me a question. The other team was the Consortium of Vermilion Dreams, with Aloysia, this drow with the Widow's Peak from Ludo's backstory. Damn, that killed all my momentum. That's an important question. But the Consortium of Vermilion Dreams had moved on in the rank, as so had the other team of the Rivals, Iojabe, Dermot, Irvin, Maggie. The other person of that team, Galcirad, has still not been seen this entire time, but the last episode ended with the Coven Pact Party having defeated the Goliath team of all of that, so they have had their reunion with Elgin after being separated for many weeks and finally reconvening here in Ankarel. We'll let them all figure out from there. I'll say you guys know you have about an hour until the next battle. You'll probably be able to get a short rest in, conversation, catch up on whatever you all need to do. And then we will probably get right into the next round unless you all have anything to do in this this time.
I think Morgan would try and take out her her companion, the little crow. Jacqueline. Jacqueline, will you do me a favor? Do you remember the wizard Galcariad?
Oh, yeah, he was like the one that was mapping up with the satyr, right?
Yes. Would you, by chance, be able to just kind of explore the place and see if you find him? If you do, ring me back.
Yeah, try to see if I remember if I could see him. He was with the white hair, right? Like darker skin.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Yeah, I'll see what I see, and I'll. Want me to just fly around?
Yes, fly around, perch wherever you like, and, if you find him, just let me know.
Alright, can do. And he seems to, I'll say you can make a perception check for him, and we'll say that will throughout the hour. let you be able to figure that out and see what you see.
I am currently looking for his stats.
Nice. We'll say
Good
control
idea.
by Morgan.
His perception is +3.
Let's see it.
That'd be a 12.
All right. I will let you know what Joaquin sees when he reports back at the end of that hour. During that hour, does anyone else have anything else they'll be doing? Say, because it's at this moment you all are able to kind of go back into the rooms down below where the seating of everything is. We can go to a more generic screen from here. Just to
I think Ludo would just be catching up with Finn, Algin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Algin would be a little worried that, I mean, he would explain what happened and what he did and everything to the party. I think he already might have done that, but yeah, they're just sort of catching up with what they're doing and explaining who they're here fighting for or with.
Yeah, Elgin's team, you've all working for the Allegiance of Allsight, who controls the expedition, the ruins of Kael'Maro down below, and then the Coven Pact Party is fighting on behalf of the Cobalt Soul. What you do know, those organizations do kind of work in tandem.
So we have like 50% chance of winning this. We both, if we win ours or you lose yours. I mean, we have two different parties here. We might be able to later on combine into like one large party that would help both of our groups a little bit.
I see what you did
So-
there, little buddy. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. And he kind of like pats him real hard on the shoulder.
He sort of like winces a little bit at getting hit because he's still just a sorcerer, but like smiles and sort of like looks down, and, like kicks her a little bit. He's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's not really what I wanted to do. I mean, it just sort of happened this way. We found, what's his name?
and this is Aaron trying to remember the dude we're working with's name, his actual name,
Prolix.
not what we call him, Prolix.
Yes.
It's like we met back up with Prolix, and he sort of just took us in for a little bit while we were sort of getting to know each other with the other group, and yeah, and so it sort of just happened that way, and we, I think I already told you we found you guys in a dream, and all that.
I was gonna say, at one point, how do you think it comes up of like how long each of you have been in the city for? Because you
Probably,
left
I
the
don't
team
know.
before, and you had to travel
Yeah.
halfway across the world the long way. They teleported here the very next fucking day.
Yeah.
So at one point, I think when like
That's a good
they're
question.
saying stories, like Ludo's like, yeah, we're like, so we've been just hanging out for a few weeks.
I mean,
Yeah,
When-
I found the city's best baklava.
Yeah, I think Sarah's like,
Oh, he's clippy.
oh yeah, I'm on like a 3-second delay. That's fun.
No worries, yeah. Just honestly, you just keep talking through whenever you pop up, just because let you finish through whatever you're
Just
saying. So
loud Sarah noises.
yeah, because like you'll start talking and then you'll hear us pick up when we're yeah. No worries.
We'll get out
It's-
your way.
It's the internet, yeah.
I think I have to have Discord open and then it responds faster. If I have roll 20 front and center, then it's mad at me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, for scenes and stuff, always pull down. So yeah, you guys are all here in this back room catching up. At one point, Morgan, with your passive perception, You begin to hear footfalls of someone approaching down the stone hallway.
Eyes and ears up. There's someone here.
And you just hear from outside just a little sarcastic, knock, knock, I hope I'm not interrupting anything. And you all recognize the voice of Alyxian.
Hey, you like looks at the party, both parties, to see what the reactions are, knowing that he saw her in the no other context that he saw her in the ring. Yeah, they didn't fight Aloysia.
No.
Yeah. It would be he just looks around to see what the other party did. If they make like an unsure aggressive movement, he would stand in front of both parties.
Welcome, Aloysia. What brings you down to us?
I was just catching up on old friends. Hadn't seen y'all since you left the city so hastily. We had thought that you were going to be potentially competing for us for when this event all happened.
Things change.
As they do. Well,
I just have the change bringer coin out and just like flipping it around.
So it was a very impressive display from you all, if you don't mind me saying. I don't know if you caught my battle. It was not nearly as exciting as yours.
Matt, question: did this group see that battle? I wasn't sure where we were.
I think you all technically left out to come investigate.
Oh yeah. Well, both parties are here, so which party? One party had to have seen it, right?
Yeah.
I think Alyxian and his crew saw it.
Yes, yeah.
But I don't think
you would have.
I don't think main party saw it.
I remember you from that fight. It was so boring.
See Trixie in the corner. Heard so boring.
Yeah, did any of that
Yeah.
go through? Sorry.
Oh no,
It
no.
was so in and out.
Worries.
Just, and then why did that big cat just give up?
And she says, "Well, I had to make my own, hedge my own bets and secure my own way." And she has a fat coin purse like side around her side, and she says, "Well, I was going to say good luck against us in the next round, but I don't know if you've heard yet. I'm not fighting in the next one."
Because you're
Did you
afraid?
Not that I'm afraid. Didn't hear what Matt said.
I didn't either.
I guess how did you pull that off? Yeah.
Well, as I finished out that battle, kind of used up most of my tricks, and boss didn't really think I had anything left in me, so they decided to come in and get it done themselves.
Your boss.
Eridream the Owl, you never got a chance to meet her. She has a prickly personality.
That's a little coming from you.
Well, something's happened. Something has changed. I don't like where they're headed. When I first joined this organization, I wanted to explore the mysteries down below. Then they started talking about the dream, the first dream, that something that they named the bar after. And the other morning, the bosses, they came in a hurry, all excited and in a frenzy, and they emptied out the place and said, we kind of have to act now. You had to move fast. I don't really know what it's all about. But then they brought in that spider bitch. You see, she's referring to Cosette.
I'm guessing that means the drow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, is that the drow or the other one?
the drow, yes.
Okay.
Seen you giving her long stares. Then she looks at you, Ludo.
Yes. He's short about it.
She's done something with the party with that angry blue orc and the little tiny dwarf goblin. She has their hooks in them good, but I don't know what they're up to, and I'm afraid what they'll ask for if they win. I thought I was ensuring my way ahead, but I'm on the bench now. Go ahead, everyone, make an insight check.
Ooh, only a 13 from me.
I'm rolling with all characters. They have them all here.
I don't even remember what Trixie's wisdom is. I don't think I'm going to bother pulling her.
Yeah, say, it's surprisingly something like you're looking at the body language of like she's not comfortable. There's like something like she's antsy and trying to like it seems like she's leading towards something. I'll say Saren, it seems like your particular nature in the past is you know when someone's trying to make a deal.
I think you will like get close and like lean down real close into her and like her face and just look at her and say, just say what you want.
Make an intimidation check.
22.
You see she kind of cowers and like takes a step back and she says, where'd you get the new bodyguard from? As she looks at the rest of all of you. But you can see she's easily like put off and she takes like a deep breath and she says, I could give you help against that drow bitch and anyone else on this team, but I might need some insurances from you if you all happen to win.
What kind of insurances are those?
I assume if you all earn your boon, then you're trying to get down into the ruins below?
Aye.
Take me with you. Be just like old times, eh? Oh, well, and then she like does like a little look and she's like, well, only a few of you were there before. You weren't there. And she points at Elgin. And
Algin looks a little yeah, Algin looks a little embarrassed at the whole situation. But sort of just looks away a little bit, at that point. You doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he doesn't care. Not one bit. He's sort of like I think Algin like whispers over to Ludus like, should we trust this at all? I mean, what happened last time you guys said you teleported here? What happened last time you were with her?
Well, she was the reason that we teleported here, but
okay.
I've seen what she can do. She dropped basically an entire cave on the other group.
Oh. Well, okay.
So what's to say that she wouldn't do that to us when we were down there?
To drop caves underwater.
But if you could do that, what else can you do?
Just merely have a bag of tricks. And a desire.
So what is your desire? Why would you like to go down there?
Get my hands on the iridium for myself. Same as everyone. There's more than just whatever mystery is at the heart of this, what's causing this. There's something there. And if I can be at the center of it, then I can get something for myself. Everyone go ahead and make perception checks. Yeah, let's say.
Was-
It's pretty good.
okay.
But only Morgan sees. As she like moves and kind of like swishes like her cloak, you see just like a small little like vein of red coming up like down her like arm, and she has it like covered up with those like wraps and bandages.
My dear, may I ask a question?
Yes.
I seem to have noticed your arm is quite covered up. Are you by chance touched by the iridium?
You,
The ruidium?
you need to get close to it to unlock its secrets.
Do you think it'd be wise that you be down there with your arm like that?
Well, I figured it's a way to start learning and understanding its magic, and if I can get to the source of it, then I can understand it. And then I can learn how to overcome it.
Well, me personally, I don't think I see an issue with you coming along, as you have kept yourself alive during our last excursion. However, if they all agree to it as well, I will not personally guarantee your safety, although I would also welcome your company if they so do.
If she has iridium touched on her, and she's, I've had it too. I had it, and he sort of shows his little spot. There's still a discoloration on his hand, his left hand.
Mhm.
He's like, it's basically renders you basically useless. You know, it's so hard to get through. I mean, she's gonna be a liability more than anything.
There are ways to counteract it. You just need a strong force of will and other tricks.
It'll consume you. That's what it'll do. That's what it does.
And we must learn how to do something else with it. But if you're heading down there, I want to go with you.
If my party wins it, you're not coming down. Not in that condition. It's not gonna happen. Algin just walks away. Struck a nerve a little bit with him.
Mm-hmm. He was just like, meh. He's like, I literally eat this stuff.
I figured out exactly what to do with this stuff. This stuff is great.
I'll say, Saren.
Almost. There we go.
Aha, yep. For a second.
If she feels like helping, she feels like helping.
Heard that. Say, I guess, what does Ludo say?
Sarah respects her sassiness, but does not necessarily trust her. Is I think like he's like probably only Morgan sees this, but like he's like relaxed and like lying down trying to take a rest, but he's like already wrapped one of his like he's already kind of reached down and he's got his hand around the dark magic missile wand just in case shit pops off. He's having his gun on the holster, you know, or her hand on the holster. He's like preparing for something if she loses it.
Fair.
Why do you think that we need your help to defeat this drow?
I don't know if you saw what she's capable of. If it wasn't for the peculiar nature of the team that fat cat brought with him, I think she would have been seen as a lot more deadly. And besides, I know she has a personal vendetta against you. And you see, like in her hand, she's holding out. She has like a little bit of like a vial of some sort. She seems to hit hard in the poisonous way. I can help give some resistance to that if anyone needs it. But only with a guarantee.
Ludo looks at the rest of the party, and I think he's leading towards taking this deal.
When I look at Aloysia, I see someone who wants to understand her affliction, someone who wants to study it, and perhaps gain power over it. Anything to give herself an edge over her enemies. That being said, I think that in her eyes, we are her ticket to that understanding, to that knowledge, to that power that she so seeks. I don't think she would double-cross us for now, at least until she gets that. And, worst case scenario, if need be, we could end her at any time. And I'd kind of look at her, not that I'm planning to, it's just, if something does go awry, there's not a guarantee that you don't lose yourself with this corruption.
Yes, I know. Also, I've been told I have resting betrayal face.
Yes. Yeah, I see it.
Well, then it sounds like it's settled. It's a deal.
I just can't put my hopes and dreams on the Blue Ones party, which I'm surprised that he's not fighting with you.
He had some family matters to attend to, and this is actually our first time reuniting with him. So it's a breath of fresh air for sure.
So am I, like, interrupting a moment or something?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Well, here. And then she hands over to whoever wants to grab it first. It seems to be it'd be a vial that would give you poison resistance for, like, a minute. Also, speaking of, hey, you and Ludo, make sure you guys fix your strength scores from the Giant's potions that you drank. Should be ran out at the end of the short rest.
I believe I did that at the end of last
Perfect.
session.
And then you see she goes to take off her red cloak, and she says, I also have this. And she has this red, like, it's like a leather, like a medium leather armor. But she says, I was able to tinker and infuse a little bit of this iridium into this armor, and I know the people in my border here, they do a lot in the psychic damage. They attack your mind specifically. I've noticed that this helps resist against that. If anyone would be interested in that. Otherwise, I feel they hit a lot harder than you expect.
What kind of armor is it?
It would be medium armor, like spiked leather, padded leather.
Infused with ruidium?
Yes. So you see it has it can give a resistance to psychic damage, technically. She says also has a few other interesting properties if you're underwater, but we don't really need to worry about that right now, do we?
Well, I don't think that I need that. Would one of you like it?
Hey, you just slams his chest. He's boom.
Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Not really an armor guy.
Yeah, I'd say I was trying to get it onto a shield, but it's a little bit hard. I figured I'd at least try and offer it in case anyone needed it.
What are the downfalls of it? There has to be something. You notice I want to way. Right?
And
I'm-
she
I'm
looks you
looking
right
at
in the
Saren for
eyes.
some reason.
Yeah, she looks you right in the eyes. She says, "Just don't be weak." Well,
I don't,
no one needs
I don't
the
think
armor.
any of us need your. Yeah, no one needs your cursed armor.
Well, maybe a curse to you. Good luck with the fight ahead. Hope you don't get crushed. Seems
Have a
how
good
all
time on the
my
sidelines.
hopes are in here for you. Oh, I have the easy part now. And you watched her in the last battle. You know what her tricks are, and you pretty much realize, like, you're seeing, like, she used all of her fucking spell
Mhm.
slots in that battle to keep blinking around and, like, counterspelling and shit. But yeah, so you all can finish
Good.
up your rest. You guys says, like, well, if you all have any other questions?
I don't
I'll
think
see
so.
myself out.
Thanks, Alicia.
See y'all later. And then she gives a little wink at Ludo. And footfalls down the hall. Use you to the rest of the short rest.
Yeah,
Short
I hate her
rest.
so much. She sucks. You guys actually, how was it actually working with her? Seems like
I mean, to be fair, she only cast cantrips the entire time in the Betrayer's Rise.
yeah, how was she? Was she incredibly helpful, sort of helpful? A scale of 1 to 10. I'm just gonna roll one more dice.
I would call her sort of helpful, but she did bring down the ruins on top of us and Io's party. So Io and them were all pretty mad about that.
I mean, yeah, I could assume. I was gonna re-roll everything. Okay, I didn't.
Everyone roll your get your hit dice in. Any other spells or buffs? I will ask just because you tried to get him last battle. Would Ludo be summoning your mount, your fine steed?
Yes.
I'll make sure you have them for the next one. I figure you have the time for this. And the clock ticks down. I'll say, Elgin, you're able to finish whatever, catching up with everyone. Get any other preparations. You realize you, Dudu, and Trixie. You need to find a fourth. You have not been able to find Gnarly all
Shit.
day.
I don't know. If we end up getting into anything else after this, I'll have to do some configuring with spells and stuff with, like, sorcerer BS.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I'm not going to worry about him at this
Yeah,
point.
we'll
I'm
see.
just gonna try
We'll
and worry
see
about
how
Hayu.
fast this
If we-
battle goes.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, especially if we have to find a fourth of their team. There might be some other fun things later on, I guess.
Mhm. We'll see what happens. All right. And we go back to the splash of the Coliseum, the roaring crowd, the hot sands still covered in blood, the Harena, as it's, I think we figured out from a few thumbnails ago. And let me find it. Where'd it go? Boom.
I think Aljan would walk the entire team that to as far as he could, and like just look at all of them and just be like, "All right, Saren, good luck," and like sort of gives him a high five, and then like looks at Morgan's like, "All right, Grandma, keep him alive, keep him up," and gives her just this hug like around her waist, and then goes to Ludo's like, "All right. You got this," and gives him this big long hug around Ludo's waist also as he like
Sort of like, all right, go get him, guys. You got this. He goes off to
Thanks,
the
buddy.
side.
Well. Hey, Mom. I think I found him.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yeah, come here, follow me. And he starts leading you through the crowd, and you start, you get a little excited. You're like, oh, okay. And then like you just round the corner, and then there's just like a hawking vendor, who's like selling just like some like wrapped meats and stuff like that. Just some street foods. He says, I found him, Mom.
This isn't him, but thank you for looking.
Oh,
Pick yourself out a snack. I'll buy you one.
no, yeah, okay. No, I smelled it though, and he was over here, and you're realizing he brought you to this area over here, and like this was pretty much the area right behind where you guys were battling last time, and you remember hearing some sort of commotion, and some unseen person, he says, I thought I saw a glimpse of him, but followed the smell. It smelled like over here, and then when I turned around, I thought I saw him in my eye, and then I turned to hit it back again. He was gone.
I definitely think he's up to some trickery. Well, there's no use worrying about him now. I have a fight to get to.
Want me out there on the sands with you? I'll peck him to death. Oh my god, I'll fuck him up.
No, you stay here and watch out for him. If you see him again, let me know.
All right, yeah. I'll want me to peck him if I see him.
Yes, go ahead. You have my permission. Peck him.
And he does like a little loop D and like swirl, and you see sticks his feathers out, sticks his pecs out. This bird's tough. This bird thinks he's tough, so he will float around behind you all, waiting for anything to happen, and he is on edge, waiting for whatever happens. I'll say Finn and the other team, you have no idea where Boulder Breaker is. You all spend your time figuring out what you're going to do next from there. And now it is the
conversation goes like this. The conversation with that party goes, okay, everybody find the closest taverns and look for her. Go.
and
You,
break.
sorry.
Yeah, no, perfect. That's it.
And break. Yeah.
And eventually you see it is ready for the next battle. And I see what happened. I had tokens already set up in the jump gate. That's why I'm like, wait, didn't I have things that I pull them over? Different game. There are a few things that I need to redo. Which is no worries, because I have it all. Do you all have any last minute preps as you are coming out onto the sands before, the battle begins?
I don't
Hey,
think
you
so.
does not.
Yeah, it does not sound like it.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you see,
I think I have one thing.
yes, and not the best token, but it's the best I can do.
Yep, it's there.
Yeah, so walking out with the rest of the party, so you see it's still Satrak, the little barbarian, or not. I always call him a barbarian. He's not a barbarian. He's just a dragonborn. I just have a dragonborn barbarian that I used to play, and that's just, I don't know. And then you see that little wild gnome with the little flickering fire, and you see he's laughing and maniacally, and his eyes are darting around. And he's like, yeah. And then set with the sharp drow hair, and then walking out. So first I'll show to the players. Can you see?
Ooh.
Dream the owl.
Yeah.
All right, I figured it out. I'm gonna attune from the Astromancy archive and attune to the spell bottle.
Awesome. During that time.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you able to see the art
Yes.
of this lady?
Yes.
Yes.
And she's
Yes, she walks
absolutely
out.
unhinged.
Yes, you see just like gray sunken Goliath face, her hair spilling down, and as she walks up, she says, "Time to roll my sleeves up and get things done for good." And she pulls out this long, fat dagger, just thick red ruidium veins running through it, these large, spiky pustules and flesh aberrations coming out of her skin.
She looks like Mama Fratelli from the Goonies.
It's always something, you know? It's always something. You know what? Roll initiative. I think it should be clear up, so we'll get into it.
Classic Morgan coming in there with that 4.
That 4.
Oh, clerics.
Oh,
Who
man.
had that poison resistance?
Man.
I think Ludo would have probably
Ludo.
taken it.
All right, do you consume it now, before, or are you waiting?
Guys, we
I
can't
think
all
I'll
be
consume it
rolling.
now.
Yeah,
We can't all be rolling sub 10, guys.
Yeah, these are bad. You know what
You
though?
can't be
There's a
doing
lot
that.
of distance.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a dude that is a known firefly. Like, he wants to
Oh
just
yeah.
chuck fireballs.
Mm-hmm. Is that guy's character sheet?
Mm-hmm. He's super excited. You hear him? I'm hoping that dude rolls a 2. Let us scatter a little bit.
Got a 13 for my Moorbounder. Unless you just want that to go on my initiative.
Yeah, he'll just go after you. Make it a little
Okay.
easier. And boom, and then we'll do that. All right.
Son of a... That's not great, guys. Oh, boy.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
And I got green. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, for your entertainment tonight in the Bowl of Judgement semifinals, the Coven Pact Party. You know, you guys made a little bit of excitement in your first one. You know, it was you won. It was pretty fun. And then the consortium, as you hear as they all step out, a bunch of boo and cheers, and everyone remembers how cheesy that one fight before it was. And as Cosette, she walks out onto the pitch, and she's well, this French trigger words. Cosette le me.
Zutalor.
Yeah. Well, this sun will not do. I will do a little better than this. And she activates, like, she grabs like this little like ruby gem that's like with like golden inlay that's in the shape of a spider. You know, some like emblem of Lolth. And as she does that, storm clouds start to move in, seemingly out of an empty sky. They just begin to thicker and thicker and form. And then rain spatter begins to drop down, and the storm begins to pick up in intensity. And we will boom as thick storm clouds begin to cover the sky. And a storm very reminiscent of the one that happened randomly when you were in Bazazan. and you've got attacked by a tornado. And then later that afternoon, who did you run into? Cassette. The winds pick up and begin to howl, and the battle begins. Eredrine will begin first. She will start like here. Like everyone will be kind of on the sides. So, yeah. You guys got this. Start a little forward, so they'll all technically start here. That's... Yeah. I'm the DM. It's whatever I say, I guess. Sorry.
I mean, we can move back.
No,
two
no,
squares.
you guys are fine.
Super easy.
Yeah,
super
yeah,
easy.
Also totally fine.
It's kind of where we were just standing.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I put you guys. She will walk about 15 feet forward. Perfect. And then she begins to cast a spell before she gets too fast. She, as a bonus action, just fiddles with something, and then dark red inky magic starts to pour and leak out of her veins where those like blood and those iridium crystals are protruding from her, and they start to drip and pool at the ground into a puddle beneath her feet. And she says, "The dream may be dead, but while I live, I will carry on its nightmare." And damn it, this token's not here either. Second, I'm like, wait, where'd it go? I swear I had all this ready. As she pretty much summons an aberration. And you see a blood red moon like beholder.
Oh, nice.
Somewhere Mox in the afterlife is like, motherfucker, no.
He doesn't care at this point. He's having a good life. Afterlife.
So that gets summoned over here. Actually, no, let's just summon it on this side.
It's gonna be great when Hey You just absolutely just consumes this thing.
Yeah.
Just shoves it
So summon it right over
in that weird
here.
vent hole.
And then she'll move up this space here with the rest of her movement. Actually, she has 40 feet, so she's going to go another 10 in this way, knowing how to spread out. And then as an action, she's actually would have done 5 forward there. And... no, last 10, she'll just come this way. So she can get within 60 feet. And let's do it 1, 2, 3, 4 down on the D4. 4 shooting down at Ludo. She raises her hand and as an action will shoot a crimson bolt at you.
All right, bring it.
But you see as she goes and raises her hand and goes to shoot at you, she winces with pain, and somehow this corruption is affecting her. So, we're still running 2014 rules of exhaustion. As you gain levels of exhaustion, you get the disadvantage on, your attack rolls, ability checks, then your movement, blah, blah, blah. The new 2024 rules, it's every level of exhaustion you gain, you subtract 2 times that number off of any d20 roll that you make. That's a thing. But so like if you have 1 level of exhaustion, it's just you just subtract 2 off of every roll, which is better than rolling disadvantage on every single attack and ability check for the first level of exhaustion. And then like your movement's like kind of minimally reduced as well. So you see now this ruidium corruption that is infecting her. That is, she has 1 level of this ruidium corruption. Seemingly what resistance she seemed to have formed against it in the past. Maybe, that giant moon eyeball thing that you killed. She is suffering this, so we're going to subtract 2 off of every single attack roll and saving throw and ability check that she makes. But I didn't have time to program that, so we're just going to do the math as is as we go. but she's just going to make a straight shot at Ludo. -2 will be a 25 to hit.
Jeez.
Ooh, it does hit.
Alright, Crimson Bolt. Ignore all this stuff. That's a different button, so what damage did it roll? Okay, so you're just taking the first 24 psychic damage. The other two are the macros messed up, and it's trying to pick up the other attack info off of that. So you'll take
Ouch.
24 psychic damage off that attack.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, and now you're like, oh, now I see why Elisha tried to give us that. That is her turn. You see that was a bonus action for her to summon that thing. She used some sorceress psionic magic to make that happen. And now, at the end of her turn, this thing is going to make an attack roll. It is going to be making it it's pretty much a +8 on this roll to hit. It's going to shoot its first eyeball at... it saw her attack Ludo, so it's going to shoot at Ludo as well. So let's just add 8 to this, so that will be 24 to hit.
Jeez.
Dang. Yeah, 24 does hit.
Alright, and then this will be 3 plus 4 damage onto this, so 14 psychic damage.
Ouch.
That is her turn. Big turn, starting off.
Yeah. I just took 38 damage, I think. Yep.
Yeah, on the first character.
Next up is this little fucker. He is kind of burned a lot of stuff earlier, so he needs to get in better position. He is going to shoot a scorching ray. He is going to look at Morgan and make some shots with it. Level. That's 3 attack rolls against Morgan. None of those will hit, I assume.
The 16 just hits.
16 just hits. You'll take 8 fire damage. As he just shoots out a Gatling blast. And he will kind of bolt over to the side here, kind of, splitting up the party. And then that will be his turn. And any bonuses. That's all he's got. And that will move on to Zephyr. Or, he's heading
Well,
on
you can
to his
take it
turn,
out
right?
and then,
Okay,
yeah. Yep.
Let you put yourself up on him and stuff if you need to. That can be controlled by... Yeah, you can do it. Alright, that'll be Kasut's turn then. Fuck. And you see, so all of you are looking at them, like everyone who fought earlier, like they had to rest up a bunch of hit die, and you feel like it did not really do, like, they are not at max HP, it looks like. They are all pretty fucked up. And she is going to cast her 1 a day. She is going to look up and start casting a spell from this distance, so nothing can happen in between. It's going to be an insect plague. I'm going to need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
Is this a spell?
Yes.
Keep in mind the paladin aura bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Ugh.
just out of it.
Dang. And
I'm
how much
rolling
is that?
terribly.
Is it a +3?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine's 17.
Right, it's my proficiency.
Your charisma bonus.
Charisma bonus, yeah.
Oh, so then it's only 2.
Okay, so I got 16.
Nice. Yeah, so she pretty much place it right there just to get everyone in it. Actually, probably pull it a little forward just to, like, yeah, get everyone. But make sure you guys have to kind of do some work to get out of it. Can't produce.
Is-
Get too forward.
Zephyr. Is Zephyr in it too?
Yes. No, Zephyr will be right on the edge. We'll say he's able to
Okay.
not be affected by that. And then we'll roll the damage on that. The DC is 16. Nope, spell save 17.
Ah, we all fail.
All right, and it's 40-10, so 19 points of piercing damage. And it seems to remain there. So you see, if you stay in that area, or and if you if you enter for the first time on a turn, or you end your turn there, you seem to be is when that effect will continue. And she says, "All right, let's just get them down before they can hit us." All right, hey you're up.
Oh, it's my turn. Awesome. Does it feel like resistance, like if I'm trying to move through it?
No, nothing on movement.
Okay. Okay, I just gotta do some mapping here to see how far I can
You
go.
see they. Oh wait, this
Go
series
ahead.
area is difficult terrain. My apologies.
Okay. No problem. I'm going to, if I move to there, that sort of gets me. I can skirt
you're
around.
Kind of out of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. 5, 10,
Yeah, you're
15,
seeing you have to
20,
make like
25,
lateral
30,
movement to like get around it,
Yeah.
which is hurting that.
40. So I'm going to use my action to dash.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to that point, and then use my bonus action to rage. You see him grab the little pouch on his side, and he shoves the ruidium
Yeah.
into his chest and looks at him. God, I don't want to do this, but I want to do this so bad. It's like, and he goes into his rage with ruidium, and he gives the whole. You merely. What is the statement? What's the statement?
You tell me.
You merely found. You found the iridium. I was born in it, and shoves in his chest, and he.
There it is. Yes.
The Bane statement. I can't remember what it is. It's been
Yeah.
so long. And he shoves iridium into his chest, and he expands a little bit, and goes into a rage. And that's my turn.
You merely adopted the darkness.
Yeah, there it is.
I was
There it is.
born in it.
Born in it.
Molded by it.
Molded by it.
Yeah. But hey, it's just as good. And you see she
Yeah.
reacts, she's like, how did you do that? And you see she is, her Goliath nature sees and recognizes her rage and is just like dumbfounded that you
Yep.
use this rock for that way. And she's like,
Yep.
that's not how this works.
Super intrigued if this is up to you. Super intrigued if he gets stabbed with this. Does he overclock? We'll find out.
Yep.
And that's his turn.
I will say, how does he react to all those rocks sticking out of her arm?
He is excited at this point. This is food. This is his rage food. He is pumped up that something
Yeah.
is actually using this also. So that's why he went to her,
Yeah.
like, or them, and just like, I'm figuring this thing out.
All right, Saren, you are up. You are in the middle of a bunch of bugs.
I had a delay. Let's see. Let me get the order here right.
Still believe in you guys.
I'm just happy we didn't get fireballed like the first round of that nerdy dude.
All AoEs fucking immediate.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, cool. Fireball insect swarm.
Turns out the
I mean,
King of
yeah,
Goliaths
the
was
fireball guy's going like right after me, right?
good. He is at the top.
He already went. It's Ludo, then Dragonborn, then Morgan.
You know the Dragonborn has like a fire breath. for a lightning breath.
Yeah, what's that guy on the bottom?
That's Satrak, the bartender. He's just like a dragonborn. In the last battle when Dio and them, actually, you guys weren't there for that. He had a breath weapon, and then he was just doing like shooting like small like psychic bolts and stuff at people.
Interesting.
Yeah, you see, not too many martial. See, I'm not scared because your guys' wizard hasn't gone yet. There and just like, let me see. I got about 40 something spells to choose from.
Yeah.
Yes.
They didn't spread out that
Was
much.
that was Saren. Okay. I was wondering what he was doing.
Yeah, Cosette didn't really move. She said she'll keep her range for
Yeah, I
now.
can get them all in.
Elliot, what are you casting?
Okay.
I'm gonna guess.
Sorry about the delay on the mic. I need to make sure that I have the range to actually get to hit them, but it's 120 foot, and I'm going with hypnotic pattern.
Beautiful.
Already laid it out. And they are pretty far away, so they cannot really counterspell. If anyone even had that ability. Your dream does not. So your spell goes through. That is a wisdom saving throw. I believe. Correct me if I am wrong.
Wisdom 16.
Wisdom 14 by Satrak. Let's see, we'll put that on the map for now.
How's that gets a 6?
Cassette gets a 6. 6 plus 8. Still not enough.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, she has a high con, but not that high. And then we'll see with the little fucker.
That's his name.
Little fucker. I'm gonna make a dragon
Nat
board
20.
named Little Fucker. The dragon board. Ah,
You see,
damn it.
he's just like busy staring at the flames in his hand, just like laughing gleefully. And he says, "You're next, furball." And he saves. All right, so Cassette and Satrak failed. All right, cool.
Is that swarm a concentration?
It is a concentration. Does it make her incapacitated? The hypnotic pattern. Incapacitated. Yep. All right, and incapacitated does make a creature drop concentration, so she will drop her. Because it doesn't say it in the incapacitated rules that you drop concentration, but in the rules for concentration in the player's handbook, it says a creature that is incapacitated cannot concentrate on a spell. Don't know why they never added it into that official ruling. It's very silly, but yes, it is a technical truth, and you have gotten rid of the insects, and you have stunned 2 out of 4 of the party yet again. The rain continues, though.
Number 1 stunner.
Also, by the way, the rain on this was not a Chepeku variant. I had to make this myself.
Oh.
And I wish you bought that. You gave me for my birthday one year that pack that made rain. That was so good. I think you gave me that, or maybe I bought that. I don't know. I have one that's like rain that actually falls.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very good.
Actually,
this
do
is,
I have that?
This is. Do you have that? This is very good too.
Yeah, it was a fun, easy Photoshop edit. Shared it in the thing, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, that's perfect."
Yeah.
I know I have the tornado pack.
Yeah. No, it's like the weather or something.
Yeah.
It's fog and rain. It's fun.
All right. Was there anything else from Saren? I believe movement and everything.
Chillin'.
All
I
right.
moved it. I don't have anything to do with the bonus action, so we're good.
All right, Ludo. It is finally your turn. You have taken a big hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down to 22 of 79 HP. I was at full health when we came in here.
Oh.
Hey, she warned
So
you
I'm
guys.
gonna-
It just wasn't the best armor. That was the choice. Do you want resistance from damage, or do you
Also-
want a higher AC? You know?
Also, she sucks.
Yeah, obviously.
All right, let's see here. Let's do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I guess. I'm gonna use some lay on hands on myself. Do like 20.
You feel like the action's still a little bit away from you, but I mean, you see, there's that summon out there. Yeah.
Yep.
But remember, the 3 that fought in the battle before are already pretty, like they're a little bit reduced on their health.
Yeah, pretty far.
Next time.
Let's have Zephyr. Can I call Zephyr down?
Oh, yeah,
too?
yeah, so you can act in tandem and you can hop on him and use his movement on your turn. It's the point of Find Steed, let you run into battle.
Yep. He has 70 feet of total movement, so 20 to get down to me.
Awesome.
And look at that. I'm gonna have Zephyr go ahead and take a swipe at fucker. What'd you call him? Little fucker.
Oh, this
Little
one's
fucker.
Satrak. The little fucker's the 9.
Didn't you?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Thought you called him little fucker.
This guy, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he is. This is literally, he's a bartender.
Oh,
they
the little fucker
brought
the
their
gnome is funny too.
bartender.
You brought the. Hey.
Does an 8 hit?
Let me check his sheet now.
He's incapacitated. Should
No,
be.
this guy-
Is that advantage
this
on
guy's-
incapacitated or no?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
he is. He is. Oh, I meant to go after the one that wasn't, but that's alright. Fuck.
Yeah, I think there's no attack bonuses on that.
On that one, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
It's not paralyzed. Paralyzed would give you
It's not
advantage.
paralyzed.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same thing.
Alright, and Luda already took his action to do some lay on hands.
Awesome. So
So-
you got yourself up there. No worries. You got yourself running in. I mean, probably a good thing, because if you don't damage to him, then he would be able to take attack this turn.
Yeah.
Hypnotic Pattern. They don't save until they have an action done to them, right? Saren.
Right.
damage, or if someone else uses an action. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So he gets no turn. Morgan, you're up.
Okay, I think we're gonna start concentration on a spell. And said spell is Aura of Vitality.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Hi. It's a good spell.
All right, and Ludo, you still looking real rough?
I'm at 42 of 79 now.
Actually, I can't reach you, so I'm going to use this one to do Saren. I'll use my bonus action to give you 2d6 hit points. A
Whoa.
perfect 12.
Amazing. What does that look like?
So Morgan kind of takes a second to not only like pat the burned feathers from her dress like out and like picking some insects off of her. She takes one of them and just kind of crushes it in her hand and then uses it to fuel her like dark purple fire energy, and this 30-foot radius aura around her just kind of like permeates the air with like a light like darkness, and then that sort of coalesces around Saren as his wounds begin to close.
Amazing. Hell of a turn.
That was action, bonus, and move. I'm done.
We come back to the top of the round. The crowd is loving it, although, people are like some are running and ducking for cover out of the increasing storm. It falls harder and harder. The clouds get a little darker. It will be Eridrine's turn, and she looks at you and she says, "You are fascinating." She is going to go ahead, use a point, and quicken a spell. I need Heiyu to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 16.
I mean, I'm great at those. +1.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Oh.
You resist her mind sliver. She tries to dig into your mind. She says, "What are you?" And then she's going to reach out to attack you. This one's going to be a corrupting touch, a +6 to hit. Nope, ignore the Crimson Bolt on it, but it is still right. It is the 1d20 +6, so 25 to hit.
Okay. Yeah,
So she rolled a
hits.
fucking bomb. You will take 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then go ahead and make a charisma saving throw with advantage.
With advantage. Okay.
You have a natural resistance to this stuff.
16.
DC 16 was exactly what you needed.
Oh, beautiful. Oh,
Because
man.
you feel this corrupting touch as it begins to wind. She tries to reach onto you and reach into the veins and crystals of ruidium. She's trying to jab those into your body, but she finds hard to get purchase in you.
Mhm.
But you feel you wouldn't get corrupted in the same way that a living, breathing human would. Like a humanoid, you feel there'd be something a little different going on with you, and you're a little scared to find out what. So what a amazing roll. That is all she has on her turn. She's not fucking moving. Actually, yeah. She realizes, she's like, get up, get the cassette up, we need her. And she yells at Ashan, and that will be her turn. She kind of will flank around you to get a little bit more away from everything else. That'll be her turn. That will be Ashan's turn, and he'll be like, "Oh, I just want to burn them. And then he will look at what he has.
I think Saren, since it's a free action, come on, burn me! We're right here, you son of a bitch, you little fucker!
Make. Do you want to make that an intimidation or persuasion? But I'll let you make a roll if you're trying to goad him out of not going and helping his team. Let's give him a. His wisdom's not really fucking good. We'll make a wisdom saving throw for him. I have shown that he is very on edge and not a very well calm person. The fuck is this sheet? I have way too many brews open. Oh, then he doesn't even have those meta magic. Alright. He has to beat that 12 on a wisdom save. Alright. He says, I'll burn you in a second. And then he will run over and use an action to awake Cassette. His boss kind of has a little bit of sway over him. And then as a bonus action, he looks and points at you, Saren. Actually, he's not within 30 feet. He's 10 there. So he's going to use the rest of his movement to get there. Actually, he has 15 more here. And then he misty steps and pops up right here next to, in front of you, Saren. Now it's just me and you. And that will be his turn, and then it'll be Cassette. And she comes over and get rid of this since it's just Sadrak anymore. She's gonna look at you, Ludo, and she says, "Now I can finally end the bloodline of Peregrine. You will not be able to put your ancestor to rest." And she goes out to make a poisonous touch attack at you. 21 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Yeah, you see she does not have anything else to do about it. No bonus actions to cast. She's kind of honed in on you at this moment. She says, "Loth has been waiting to hurt the Changebringer for aeons, and you are the ticket to that." Hey, you.
Yes.
Your turn.
Hey, you would he'll square up with the owl here and just take his first attack. Sort of spins the hammer and then takes his first attack at 22 to hit.
Okay, it's just
I'll
regular
roll
attack.
both of them.
Are you doing reckless or
What-
just regular?
No, just regular attack at this point.
All right. She will go ahead and use a reaction and cast Silvery Barbs, giving herself advantage on her next roll. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll again for that roll.
Okay. 23.
Still hits.
That was the first attack. I'll roll my second attack also.
Yep.
23.
Hit.
Hits, okay. And then he is always double-handed, two-handed, so he's just a
Amazing.
wrecking ball at this point. Yeah, so 17 points of bludgeoning damage total.
Amazing. You see that does a pretty good hefty amount of damage to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just, he swings once and sort of spins over his head and swings again, like push both sides of the face,
Go ahead.
and then just like looks at her. That's his turn.
Yep. Amazing. Saren, you're up.
Martial characters are amazing.
Quick. Easy.
Nugget. Nugget to drink.
Sarah sees this guy pop up in front of him, and the second guy's like standing there, and the little fucker is like, Sarah's like,
Prick.
oh. look at you. You made a 20 mistake. And psychic lance. And he rolls a 7.
Yeah. And that's an int save. He adds a +1 to that.
Yeah.
Does an 8 pass? And he is incapacitated. That's literally all you do. It's so fucking amazing.
He might be partly like, this is only 20 psychic damage. This is 20 psychic damage. He's incapacitated. Hooray me! Good team. And then I guess I'll move a little.
Such a good fucking wizard. He just, excuse me, Grandma. No. Exactly, the Whitley guitar starts playing.
I'm just walking straight by. I'm like, you tried me. Just bye. I move to there. I actually don't really have to.
Yeah.
And I want to stay under that heal.
Oh, she just went, right, Airdrien? I forgot. There was something on her turn I knew I was forgetting. Her eye thing makes an attack. Sorry.
I was kind of hoping you forgot about that thing down there.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw it and I was like,
Sorry, my roll 20 is crashed. I have to refresh.
1, 2, 3, 4 being one being who?
Saren,
Where's
then
third?
Morgan, then Hey You, then Ludo.
Okay, gotcha.
There's a method.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
always Ludo though.
I know.
Always
That's so
Ludo.
fucking funny.
It's all right. That's. I mean, I'm the tank. Well, I
Are
don't
you
know
though?
now.
Are
Not
you?
anymore.
Not anymore.
All
Hey,
right,
you.
Ludo, we're gonna make this a D20 roll at you. Oh, 68. Wait, no. I'm like, wait, what? That's not what I hit. All right. Oh, I'm all the way back. Sorry, my thing was scrolled down. So this be the first roll of the D20. So 7 plus 8 will definitely not hit you.
Nope.
Yeah, like, you know, fucking things. Let me just make sure it doesn't have anything else to do.
I'm gonna ask. That's not a concentration thing, is it? There was some of this thing.
No, this is the
just checking.
spell Aberrant Spirit thing, but she has a thing where
Okay.
it's not a concentration. It's
Gotcha.
yeah. I'll be honest, her
'Cause then I
stat
just-
block has her summon an Earth Elemental, which I thought was kind of lame.
Yeah, this is cooler.
But
and
as
it's
a
more thematic to what we
non-concentration,
did.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. But
Real cool.
that's it, and that's all it does because it only makes equal to the spell. Oh, it makes 2 eye attacks. So we'll do another one. This one will be at Saren since it's kind of flanking around this way. So 9 plus 8, 17 to hit Saren.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, it'll be 7 psychic damage to you.
Just the
And then if
defeat
it's
in his voice.
concentration for hypnotic pattern, go ahead and make that con save before your turn.
There is no concentration for hypnotic pattern. There's no concentration for psychic lance.
Beautiful. All right, then you're fine. Now back to you officially. Sorry about that.
The reason I was signed was because my AC is 16. I was like, I could shield this, but I want to save that beautiful reaction.
Yeah.
Hell
Yep.
yeah. Was that the end of your turn from when you psychic glanced the guy?
Yeah, I psychic lanced him, and then you were like, hold on, let me catch up with this other
Okay,
monster.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Then moving on to Ludo. That's why I was like, yeah, making sure it didn't skip.
All right. Ludo's gonna jump down right into her face. And yeah, take some swings.
$20 will hit.
And that's two-handed. And I'm throwing a smite on that since she is a biatch.
Oh yeah.
Let's go second level.
Nice. So that'd be 3d8, make it 4d8. So you're getting a little extra juice off your hits on her. So 27 total.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah, definitely
Neutrality.
some fiendish shit going on there. More than just your typical elf.
Hit her again.
19 will just hit.
Another 12, and we'll throw a first level smite on that.
So that'll be a 3d8. Amazing fucking damage. Huge damage. So 33. So you just did 60 damage in 2 hits.
And bonus action, polearm, master bonus attack.
Oh yeah, you've been waiting for this lady.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that hits.
I gotta do it. It's yep, another
Yeah.
smite.
I mean, she is your
like
whole backstory.
Yeah.
Backstory. You gotta kill your backstory.
This is what writers mean by kill your darlings, okay?
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when she comes to
19.
life because it's in like a death match.
I mean, we'll see if Ludo stops when it gets there.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, so 79 damage and one fucking flurry as you reach out. Do you say anything to her in this moment?
Yeah. So when she made those Lolth comments, I imagine that's when he would jump down, like right into her face, and you underestimate the power of Avandra, and pow, pow, take this directly back to Lolth, pow, and he's like smiting her as he says it.
And you see she's fucked up, like immediately bloodied off of that. She had a rough go earlier today already to begin with. But you see she's still like smirking through and like grimacing through the pain, and she goes and like spits the blood like pretty much onto your face, and she says, "Do you think you can really redeem him? Do you think he is worth all of this?"
As she's saying that, the Mornbounder claws her.
Jeez. He's like, "I got more."
So that is
I don't know how I accidentally made Ludo the main character.
No, it's
16.
Max, like amazing fucking damage.
Oh man. Jeez.
Another 16. Jesus Christ. So 89. 95 damage she's at. Yeah, I mean,
in a single round.
that's all just from this flurry of Ludo. And she goes and she looks at you and she says, "That time he has been crying, begging for help. If you haven't come yet, who do you think has answered his call?" And she begins laughing. Sad track keeps snoozing. Morgan, your go.
All right, we're going to command these shadows that she's been holding on to, and we're targeting Airdrain the Owl with a blight. I'll need a Constitution saving throw.
All right. I'll let you know she does have magic resistance, so she does make this with advantage, but she is subtracting a 2 off of it. It's a con save.
Yeah, con for half.
All right, so 19. Unless there's any
19
mitigations
passes.
happening. Silvery barbs. Ooh, so down to 17 instead.
Hold on, let me check. That might meet it.
Say
think
there
it's-
might
it's a
actually
six-
still be some
it's a
funk that can happen
16.
here.
No, DC 16.
16.
I will say I will give a delay pause if I know Saren might have a luck charge.
No. Well, hold on.
She'll have advantage on her next attack. Yeah, so she's at 17 right now on her save. But also, if you say go ahead, I'll just move past.
I cannot use Lucky for this.
Awesome.
And I've already used Luck Surge.
Awesome. Okay. All right. Next words. I just wanted to make
I
sure.
still have the Astromancy thing active, maybe.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that is 19 necrotic to her then.
19 necrotic. I mean, it's still a good amount of necrotic, but you see, it could have been. Yeah, you see, she barely avoided being a lot worse, so that will be.
Yep, I'm just going to move up a little bit and then use my bonus action to throw a little bit of healing to Ludo this turn.
Thank you.
Amazing. The grandma. Hey, you has advantage. So this is all
Only
the
three?
rounds. Yeah.
It's all right. I'll take it.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
All right, that's it for Morgan's turn.
Accidentally said she has advantage from staring silvery barbs. Don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I mean,
It was she had it from her last casting of it, and I forgot to use it.
Mhm.
But had it already gone in past anyway, she would have made that on the save if it already still been there. But it had already been used, so it didn't matter. It'll be back to her turn. Hey, you has that advantage on his first one. She's going to go ahead and try the same thing. I need an intelligence saving throw from Hey You, burning up all of her points.
see if I can do it again. 11.
All right. So you will
This is-
take. Oh, what's up? It is a spell. Oh, he has
I get advantage
yeah.
on. Oh, it's my next roll.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Thank you, Saren. 18.
Jesus. Yeah, you
Thank you.
resist her
Saren,
fucking
thank
mind
you.
sliver.
Jeez.
The barbarian twice in a row. So she's
Yeah.
going to reach out. You did not make reckless, so it's just going to be a straight attack minus
Nope.
2 against you.
Correct.
So that's just going to be an 11 to hit.
Misses.
That's all she got. You see, she's not doing well. So now the eye thing is doing that, and she says, she says, "Target the healer! Target the healer!" And the thing will start shooting at Morgan. It's going to shoot 2 eye rays at Morgan. It'll be +8 on these d20s. 15 to miss, and then a 25.
Correct.
All right, so that will be 4 psychic damage. Con save if you're concentrating. Bad damage. Con save saves. All right, that is her turn. And it will be Ashan's turn. He is incapacitated from the psychic lance. And that's the noise he makes.
Important thing about the psychic lance. About the psychic lance, he rolls his intelligence saving throw at the beginning of my turn.
At the beginning of your turn? Awesome, yeah, let me know when
What
that
a
happens.
weird
Yes.
statement.
What a weird spell.
What a weird spell.
Alright, it'll be Cassette's turn. She knows what she's doing here, and it is the one same thing that she has. She can do other stuff as well. She can do a poisonous touch attack on Ludo. Be 26 to hit.
Yeah, 26 hits.
Alright, just be 29 poison damage. You're gonna resist that, so you'll be down to 14. And you see as she sees you like resist that, she says, "What? No. How did you?" And then she can also cast a spell. So she's going to go ahead and cast a Wither in Bloom in this area. And
Which area?
it's going to be right here in front of her. So she's casting it pretty much like right around herself. She begins casting a spell.
Can I ask a quick what level is a Wither in Bloom?
Level 2, you would, as a player now. But yeah.
Yeah,
Saren would recognize.
no healing that, spell bottle comes out, and I open it and activate the 4th level counter spell.
So yeah, you already had this counter spell in there ready to roll, huh?
Oh, I don't. I don't have a reaction.
Oh wait, you already used a reaction?
This delay is going to be the death of me. Yeah, I do not have a reaction. I cannot do anything about this. Go ahead, have fun. I don't get to tell you what to do right now.
No, good. Oh yeah, the silvery barbs. Thank you.
Acer Barb, yeah.
So Ludo, Zephyr, and Satrak need to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, jeez.
She found a way to wake her teammate up.
Yeah. In the most
it will be a
diggish way
DC
possible.
17 con. That will be 2d6 necrotic. About average.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny when your NPC makes this con save.
You still take half.
Oh, damn it.
Nice. So he
Yeah, that's
will wake up out of that hypnotic pattern. See, sometimes friendly fire can be useful.
Can be useful.
All right,
yeah, there
Ludo,
you go.
you take half of 6 necrotic damage, so 3 necrotic damage, half because of your innate resistance to it, down to 1.
Well, that was my first one was for Ludo. The second was for the Moorbounder.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, okay. So you'll take 6, have the 3 then. So you'll take 3 necrotic,
Yeah.
and then the Moorbounder will take 3 as well. And then she will gain a hit die, which is really fun.
Does she have a hit die again to use?
Technically. So
Technically.
all creatures have hit die on their stat blocks. It's always it's based off of their size usually.
It's if they have a hit die, because you said they use some hit die on the short rest.
Mm-hmm. True that, yeah.
So if she has a hit die,
Oh, nope, she only had the 1 left.
just checking.
No, thank you. Yeah, they didn't really get to use that much. That will just be her turn. Hey, you. And then after we get down to this end of this round, we'll take a break.
I'm gonna use my first attack to do technically a shove attack, but it's trying to put this thing prone.
Nice.
So, the target must succeed on a dex or strength / dex, in which is a saving throw against DC 8 plus proficiency plus strength. It should just add it, but it doesn't. So
What's your strength?
8 plus. My strength is +4.
So that's
So
15.
it would be
DC 15, I
yeah,
believe.
15.
Dex
DC 15.
or strength.
Yeah, it's a dex or strength.
She will roll a 13.
So he pretty much like WWE choke slams her down into the ground, and then uses his second attack to use his hammer at advantage because she is prone.
Amazing. I tell you, Barb.
Yeah, I mean, a 22.
So lucky that was with advantage.
No kidding, right?
Yep, that would have been bad. We'll
Yep.
call that 7 bludgeoning damage. Yep.
The 7 bludgeon damage as he just slams her down and hits her with the rage hammer. At that point, and that's his turn because I don't have any bonus action other than raging. That's it.
All right, Saradin. Intelligence saving throw. Fail. Teen will not work. That's what he's doing right now. Burning his lips while he's doing it. Alright. let Saren continue.
Is the beholder thing?
That's on the top of the order.
Yeah, that was on Air
Oh,
Train.
oh,
the
gotcha,
Outstream, yep.
gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there's a bunch of freaks on this team. It's really hard to get them all mixed up. You can see why Loisha kind of said, you know what?
You know what?
See what the wizard does.
Gonna pull the wand out and we're gonna fire over at Satrak a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna hit the incapacitated guy in front of me with the wand, just like pointing it directly at his face and unloading.
Fuck yeah.
Point blank.
How many charges?
Yes.
Ask how many charges. He says yes.
Just two. I've tempted fate a lot these days.
So we'll
Actually,
do
no, three. We'll go three.
Hell yeah. So 5 blasts. I mean, that's fucking. This could be good. You know what happens on a crit? Called it.
Oh man.
I saw the pause on that last roll. Like, please don't, please don't.
Please don't be a one.
All right. So 3 hits, one of them being a crit. So we've heard what the downside is if you roll a natural 1 with this wand. Can you tell them what happens when you roll a natural 20 with this wand?
If the attack roll scrolls a critical hit, the target of that missile takes 5d4 force damage instead of you rolling damage twice. If the attack roll for a missile is 1, then blah blah. So it's instead of 2d4, it's 5d4. And since I hit 3 times with one of them being a critical hit, that means I believe I'm doing 9d4 damage.
It was 5d4 plus. Yep, 9d4. Like that. Yeah, that's amazing damage from a fucking wand in 3 little bursts. That's so good.
Force damage.
He was not at full HP. He has 50 HP total. He had already had 20 damage on him. He is downed.
Yes.
Sorcerer did not have many hit die.
Sarah just kind of sighs. It's like, maybe it should have needed somebody else. He was down for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly happy where I am.
It's
So yeah.
Being incapacitated for almost all of the battle, having to waste an action waking up someone else on his team. Once again, this guy does jack shit. Amazing, and that's
Yeah, I'm at.
upside of the wand. That's I'd love to see the pendulum. All right, Ludo, you got a nasty drow in front of you face. She's saying all sorts of things, making all sorts of claims. Yeah, she burned down your village, murdered your entire family, killed everyone you've known and loved.
Let's make her eat those claims.
All right. Hit.
I got one more spell slot left, and it's a 2nd level.
So 33 total.
Mm-hmm.
So she is still up, but not looking good at all. That 16 will miss.
All right. And bonus attack.
Alright. She's gonna cast Silvery Barbs. She had one left from the first battle. She's gonna get advantage. Doesn't matter. Another 6. Yeah, she waited too long on it. Didn't realize you were out of smites already. But she needs that advantage. And you see she's like bloody, starting to get beat down, and starting to have like a look of terror in her face. And she looks over and she says, Dreen, do it now. And that will be her turn. It'll go on to Saptrack, and he will say, What's happening? Oh, fuck, there's a mortar bounder in my face. And he's going to try and step over to the side, and oh no, we're not.
Oh yeah, the Moorbounder gets a turn.
Oh yeah, make the Moorbounder attack. And she's going to shoot a 15-foot cone to hit you in the Moorbounder. 17 will
hit.
miss her, because that
Okay.
just missed. You see
Yeah.
she has a plate armor, so she has a pretty high AC. I need you and Zephyr to make DC 13 dex save throws. For 13 lightning damage or half on a save.
Ooh.
Alright, and then if he was there, we move down 5. And then 25 to get here. Zephyr can make an opportunity attack, and he's going to come swarming you and make an attack with his Crimson Bolt melee. So a 20 to hit will miss you, but Zephyr can make that opportunity attack. 20 will hit him.
20. This attack is
Jesus, that
17.
thing hits so hard.
it's 4d4 plus 4.
Run rolling bombs. All right, that's his turn. That's all they got. Morgan, it'll be your go.
Okay, I am going to spend my bonus action and throw another heal towards Saren. Just a piddly little 3. And then I am going to use my action, I think, and we'll toll the dead on Aladrain the Owl.
Wisdom save. The 19.
It's gonna pass. I'm not gonna bother clicking my button.
All right. Any movements?
I think I'll stay where I'm at for now.
All right. We're about to go to break, but to leave it, as you see, she looks down around the battlefield. Before she takes her turn, she says, "Before you all commit to beating us in this battle, may I show you something?" And she points with lifts her hand, and she points out into the crowd where Loisha is standing. Morgan, Saren, and Ludo would recognize the tiny little girl that you had saved, that you had brought to the first eclipse. You see Aloysia sitting there holding her, and she brandishes a small knife, puts it to the child's back. Now we will take a break.
God, she sucks
Uh,
so
The,
bad.
the implicit threat, hey, if you don't let us win.
the implication.
Yes. But, so, I needed to put that here, so the musical whiplash of the break music really
Yeah,
took
no
effect.
kidding. The one that makes us feel good. Yeah, play the music that makes us feel good.
But you thought they
After
were going
that.
to play it straightforward? Something about orphans, you know?
This party and orphans.
Yeah, but let everyone stew on that for a few moments. And we will be right back. Right, I am back. With some popped corn.
Nice.
Gonna, not do the Minecraft movie. It's gonna go in my mouth.
It's really a good movie.
Do wanna
I'm
watch?
gonna go see it again. I'm gonna see it for the second time tomorrow with the boy.
Hell yeah. Go during the day before the chaos.
No, I told him he cannot create chaos. We're going at 4:30. He's like, I'm gonna scream. I'm like, no. We saw it the first time. We saw it in Canton. They have the seats. They're called D-Box in Tinseltown. They actually move. The seats move with the movie. They're
That's cool.
phenomenal. So good. It made that movie so awesome. Like, so good. It was very fun. But we're going to see it in a standard theater tomorrow with my brother-in-law, and I'm excited to see it. Again, it was fun. I enjoyed it. As long as no one's too... I want them to have... people to have fun's fine. Not
You can
too
whoop,
disruptive,
but
though.
don't
Yeah, don't be a douche about
give a
it.
cheer when one thing happens and then end it.
Mm-hmm.
No, whatever. People, whatever. Oh, does sound like a good movie. How's everyone doing?
It's fun. Mildly concerned.
I will say, did you think, there'd be no twist for the fight?
I had a feeling.
It's, you guys did bring an orphan to this group of people.
That's true.
Honestly, that's on you. That is the gaslight they will do. It's like, it's your fault we're threatening this child. Alright, everyone back.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well.
Is Saren back?
Oh. They always got to give a few extra seconds. Hey man, I get it. Shit sucks, but it happens. You can't do anything.
Yeah, it does suck.
Beyond your control. Nothing wrong with that. I will say, I knew. I had a feeling. I'm like, all right, jump gate. This might be rough.
This might be rough. It would be too easy if it was like perfect the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't want that.
Honestly, we'll save that for the finale.
Yeah.
That means you got a time limit.
You got time. Upgrade your shit.
No. I mean, good luck anybody getting new computer parts for anything.
Yeah, no
Right.
kidding. Which is awful because I wanted to get my boy a new computer like this year, and I'm like, that might not be happening.
Mhm. Oh wait, here we go.
Yep.
Never,
Maybe it's-
ever happen.
Maybe it's already in the States. Maybe.
Right. Go to outlet at the nearest micro center.
Yeah.
Come to Columbus and be like, hey, what do you got?
Mhm.
Well, you got it.
I don't want you to order it. I want you. What's in your stock? What you paid for it?
It will all work out.
This is
Until then, nope.
this is my best. This is my favorite Chipmunk song.
When I found this, I'm like, well, this is the best. Like, if I start making D&D shorts, it's going to be with this song. When,
Yeah, 100%.
when the party asks, hey, DM.
We level up.
Nope. I don't think
It will
so.
all work out. Until then, nope. 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 Death. Nope. Nope. It's just too good. Oh no. Alright. Please, Sarah, save us. Are you back? Damn, that roommate Demna distracting him with cats and beer and Irish flute music. I'm like, I will take a bet that that is probably what's happening right now.
Probably right.
So how's everyone looking and feeling on the battle so far?
I mean, yeah.
I feel like it started off a little dire, but I think things are finally starting to swing into our favor. Maybe?
Yeah.
Opening salvo before you got actions, it's always rough, but then as soon as you guys like start to control and stabilize and maneuver, everyone gets squared up into their like separate battles. But yeah, we're I think we're looking pretty good. I'll just go ahead, move on into Airdream's turn. We'll have a few minutes until this satyr's up anyway. And let me find battle music, and it'll be Airdream's turn. So for the break, she pointed over out to Alyxian, and she said, "I think it would all be in your best interest if you let us win this round." And you see Alyxian sitting there holding a knife, seemingly, at the back of this little child who is unaware. This little sorceress child that you had found in the guided district or somewhere, like hiding up in a tree. Something about her parents being assassinated or killed in the night, and she ran away and was hiding. So you brought her there for safekeeping, and now they seem to be trying to use her as leverage of some sort. Well, hey, you give a fuck about that? He wasn't around for that. Let's find out.
No.
Airdreen will use up half her movement to stand up. And she says, "Feel that corruption in you. Just need to learn a way to exploit it." And she will try once more before finally giving up. Let's see. One more int save from Heiyu.
Oh, okay. It has to work this time, right?
Right?
It's a +1. What's the DC again?
16.
I mean, what's the odds? What are the odds?
No! How?
Because it's ruidium, man. You can't corrupt something that I eat.
She tries
I'm
to...
not holding down the D button for enough smiles to put on that, guys. Fantastic job.
No notes.
So good. No notes.
The barb nailing every int save.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Just succumb already." And she will reach out for an attack.
That's so good. So
You know
good
what needs to happen? She needs to now make a charisma saving throw. You see she starts to like rage and freak out. She's about to lash out. You see underneath her skin the pustules and the blood and the stuff, just to show her again, like where those little veins and the crystals are sticking out. You see movement underneath the surface as if it's rippling inside of her, and she, "No, I will not give in." And you see her sheer power, sheer willpower alone keeps her from succumbing to another level of this corruption. But yeah, she was very, very close to having things be a lot worse for her.
Can I silvery barbs that? I think I have a feat that I can cast it once per day without a spell slot.
Without a spell slot.
Does it say they have to use the new roll or the lower?
Let me find that.
But if you have
Oh, I
a
thought he was
reaction
jacking.
in range, then yeah, you
I
could
thought he was-
definitely do it. Yeah.
Absolutely just jacking with him.
If you have a way to cast silvery barbs, let me know.
I think I do.
So he can get rid of it. So he can run out of the game. Man, the 21,
Oops, all
the
silvery
nat
barbs.
20 with the nat 20 with the nat 1 is just such a good swing.
This is not
It's so
going well
good.
for her.
No.
Yeah, here it is. You magically, yep, one reaction, within 60 feet of yourself.
Nice. What gives
Yeah,
that?
I can use it. It's Fey touched.
Beat.
Yep.
She will re-roll that charisma saving throw. You see her trying to not give into it.
Damn.
Bruh.
Damn.
Bruh.
Oh man.
She is not doing well. You see she closes her eyes. She has 2 levels of this corruption now. Her eyes start to go red, and like the pustules and shards and veins underneath her body, like she begins to like shift and hunch, and like body deformations are happening within her, and she cries out in agony. Not good. It will be Cassette's turn. And she's a
Hey,
little yeah, go ahead.
Ray, do you get to state who gets the advantage?
Oh yeah, I do. Should I give advantage to? Can I give it to myself?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, I'll give it to myself.
Nothing rules says a dog can't play basketball.
All right.
Airbud. Airbud and D&D. Jeez.
It's probably at least the 3rd time the reference has been
Yeah.
made this campaign. All right.
Probably.
It'll be Cassette's turn. She's pretty singularly focused. She is going to go ahead and reach out. She had silvery barb, so I think she has an advantage on this attack. She cast it against Ludo, so she's going to do that. Be just an 18 to hit.
Nope.
And she doesn't have much else. She's going to she can do an attack and a spell. Spell casting. She's going to look over at Morgan and see that spell you have, that aura still up, and she's gonna go ahead and go to dispel it. She begins casting a dispel magic.
Dispel magic meets the spell level. It's gone.
Oh yeah, because I think Saren still has no reaction.
Correct.
All right, and she says,
I can't remember.
because I think we took the break. Yeah, they go still.
Yeah, we took the break. Yeah, top.
All right. That's all she has. She's not really moving because opportunity attacks don't really let for dynamic movement in D&D5e. Hey, you're up.
I'm going to take these attacks at Reckless, being that I feel like she's sort of wavering. So he is then being her using her reading on him. He's dodging and using his own ruidium core at this point, and you just hear it wind up, zzz, and he goes for the 2 attacks at advantage. 24 or a 24 to hit.
Yep.
On the first attack. The second attack, a 19 to hit.
Will hit.
Okay. And then 14, 24 total
24
points
total, nice.
of bludgeoning. I mean, I could shove her back further, but there's no point, I don't think, in shoving her anywhere.
You said 24
so
total?
he's 24 total.
She's
Yep.
looking pretty rough, but looking pretty bloodied.
I'm gonna say you didn't have the eyeball attack yet.
That's what that
On her
9
turn.
roll was, plus 8
Oh,
to
that's
hit
what the 9 roll
against
was?
Morgan,
Okay.
so that would be a 17 to hit. I was gonna wait for you to finish your turn.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just like, wait a minute, I always forget about that. That'll be 11 psychic damage against Morgan. Alright, anything else from you?
I don't think so. I was looking to see if there's anything crazy, unless she's considered construct or an item. I think that's it.
Not quite. Alright.
That's
That'll
it.
be Saren's turn.
Oops. I didn't mean to click that. Sorry.
He still repurposed his own teammate. He's power hungry now.
I haven't even done anything yet.
Saren sneaking up.
With the group's permission, I'd like to do something insane and possibly not very helpful, if that's all right with
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Yes. You don't need our permission. Do it.
No, just do it.
Whatever it is, you know I'm here for.
Love it. Can I get a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw from Aloysia?
Ooh.
DC 16 from Alyxian.
I'm a burning DC 16 Wisdom saving throw from Aloysia. I'm burning a sorcery point in order to subtle spell this, so no one sees me doing it. Therefore, it is also not counterspellable.
Alyxia rolls a 4.
Perfect.
It's
I have now introduced Aloysia to hold person.
Yes.
She is
Hell yeah. Just full paralyzed.
paralyzed.
You see that knife in her hand just kind of dropping clear to the ground, and the kid looks around and just starts running away.
Yeah, full paralyzed. She attention to the green box on Discord. Sarah just watches it go and goes, "Hey, one problem solved." And just turns back to the action.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
So a second level spell slot, right?
So good.
Yeah. That's what wizards do. They go around and they put out fires or they cause them.
Yep.
Usually the fires they caused, but you know.
And I only just got Fireball.
You are becoming that kind of wizard through trial. Amazing. Yeah. Anything else? No bonuses, I imagine, because wizards. That should probably be back to Ludo.
It's a side fact. Wizards don't have much to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my movement action, and I don't take a bonus action, so end of turn.
All right, Ludo's up.
All right. So, yeah, Ludo. He was pretty concerned about the child, but seeing as that's taken care of, he turns back to Aloysia and threaten children now, will you?
21 against cassette will hit. And you see, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, yeah, make you. It'll be 10 damage. You see Satrek next to you. He's like, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean?"
Ludo, before he takes his next swing, he touches his holy symbol and regains a second level spell slot.
Mm-hmm. Channel
And
divinity.
takes another swing.
I mean, so here's the thing. You guys also had a conversation with Aloysia earlier, so like, you know, who knows what the vibes were. That would be a fun conversation later. Anything else, a 9 to hit will miss.
And then the
Yeah, because you would have had advantage on your first attack anyway, right? Because of your silvery barbs. So go ahead and roll again on your first attack just to see if you crit, I guess.
Nice.
Alright, yeah, so still for hit on the first, miss on the second. You still got a bonus.
Well, I used
you
the
do
bonus
bonus.
to
Yeah,
get the
do
spell
your
slot.
thing.
Yep.
Any movement?
Nope. But then the Moorbounder. Ugh.
All right. It needs to make a charisma save. No, it doesn't. All right. At the end of your turn, as you said that, and Satrak, he's like, "What do you mean, child?" And then you he looks, follows your eye, and he looks and sees the child running away, and he says, "What happened? What?" And he looks at Cassette, and he says, "We didn't talk about that. It's not on the table." Do you say anything else in this moment at the end of your turn?
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't know that she was threatening a child to win this match?
Go ahead, give a persuasion check with advantage.
There you go.
There's the
So
advantage.
do better than 9.
I know it's been so long ago, but when you first dropped that child off, he was, when you gave it to he was the one who first grabbed a hold and started taking care of her, and seemed to have an actual soft spot he warmed up to with her. And you see his eyes flare with anger, and he says, "What are we doing here, Cassette? Jean, explain yourselves." And you see he's pissed off. With that nat 25 on his turn, I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw because you want him to fail this. Because if he passed it and rolled high, he would have just taken a knee and forfeited. Because he rolled so low, he's going to go ahead and take a swipe at Cassette here. He's going to shoot with his Crimson Bolt 2 attacks. 18, the second one will hit for 17 damage.
Jesus.
And you see she's teetering on the fucking brink at this point, coughing out blood and just "What are you doing? We are so close." Yeah, I was really worried there for a second, but that nat 20 is he's fucking pissed. You don't threaten the orphan on him. You know, no insights required. He had no idea. Morgan.
It's time to end this. She's gonna move up here, and she's going to use her trusty, tried and true, inflict wounds.
Such a good spell. 14 rolls, I think, are still a better spell. Come at me.
Does 16 hit?
Let's find out. 16 with mage armor. She does not have silvery barbs. Oh, wait, nope. She does. She is going to silvery barbs you.
8 plus 8.
16.
So 16, yep.
Still hits. She has advantage.
All right, that'd be 20 necrotic.
You see that
Jeez.
fucks her up. She's still up, but that's taken her really close because she's been the one that's been at full health this entire time, as opposed to the rest of the party that are already teetering.
I'm sorry, that was I upcasted that. There's an extra 5 there.
Nice, so 25. Nice, so still up, but yeah, that's even worse for Aware. Any bonuses?
No, not since I cast a leveled spell.
Amazing. All right, I'll be her turn now. She gives advantage to herself. She is going to be Well, this robot is too dumb enough to give in to his rage. Maybe I can hit you instead. I need Morgan to make a intelligence saving throw. This is her last quicken spell.
17.
Why does she try? What is she doing here? She says, "No, Ruidus, the first eclipse, do not fail me now." And she's going to still reach out and attack Morgan with this corrupting touch. She has, yep, she has advantage on this attack. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Be 24 psychic damage. And then make a charisma saving throw.
That's a 13 on the charisma save.
13. All right. Any reaction mitigations by anyone before I move on next?
Yeah, does that fail?
It is
Oh,
a
yeah.
fail right now.
Yeah, I'll use the Jewel of Three Prayers to.
Yeah, because you've had your turn since you used the silvery barbs, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, I'll expend one of the Jewel's charges and enable Morgan to roll again.
Roll again at charisma save, beating a DC 16.
Nice.
There's the 19.
You see, she grabs you and tries to yoke you up by your throat and like pick you up off the ground with it and like dig her, like the fingernails have turned into like those rock hard shards of the red crystal, and she's trying to dig it into your skin, and you can feel the corruption trying to puncture and like bleed into you, but you hear a whisper of a prayer as Ludo pulls out the amulet, and as he says a prayer to the Changebringer, he changes that outcome for you. That's just fucking amazing. That's just good
Yeah.
storytelling, y'all. That's all she has. She is on the brink of death and surrounded by enemies and not been able to get a single one of her corrupting touches to land. It is going to be Cassette's turn. She's in the same category. And she just says, "Why? Why won't you die? Even Alyxian, even he wants to die. What we want to get him for. So he can finally give in, like he begged the father of lies for." Oh. And she looks at the jewel in your hand. She says, "You think there's only 3 gods that have blessed it? No, there was a 4th that he begged to. End everything for him. I will end it for you." And she will make an attack. I think it's just a straight roll. 17 to hit. Not even close.
No, he just shrugs it off.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Doesn't really have any more, yeah, actually, she has hit dice. I'll be honest, this creature has 25 d8 as their hit dice, technically, so...
Jesus. Jeez.
Wow.
Monster stat blocks are weird. If you ever look at, like, humanoids, they're really weird. Because, like, the dice size is based off of their size. To get them to maintain high numbers on higher CRs, they have you just load the dice up on the hit die, basically.
Makes sense.
But still can't do shit to do anything to you. But I need Ludo and Zephyr to make a con save. She's casting another Wither and Bloom in the area for 4 necrotic damage. So you'll take 2 necrotic damage. And she will regain 1 hit point. It's not really an impressive spell for a big bad, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Vampiric Touch, that's the one she needed. That's the one I should have given her. That's her turn. Hey, you. You see this Eridrine is teetering as you are surrounding, and she's just been trying to corrupt and like reach some core of rage that even you don't. You can't even contemplate yet. Why would you?
Yeah, no. He just looks at her like seeing that he did not get attacked like from this corruption, like and sees the red rhythm like on her arms stuff. He just sort of like looks at her again and just winds back up with his because he was reckless last attack. It could have hit.
Oh,
He's gonna go reckless again.
Oh wait, was she reckless? That she would have had advantage
No.
on. Oh wait, never mind. Then, yeah, she attacked
it
Morgan
would've-
instead. Never mind.
He attacked Morgan. Yeah. So he's gonna go reckless again against this person.
It really needed to be cassette on Hey You this whole time, but you know,
Yep.
backstories.
22 to hit.
Oh yeah.
I think this one worked out well. Oh
Alright.
man, let's start with miss with 11. So just
16 to hits. Wait, 22 damage, right? Or 22 to hit, and then
no, 22 to hit,
and
and then it was I rolled the second attack, so it's 15 points of
Okay.
bludgeoning damage as he slams the hammer down on her.
Okay, she's still up. Very.
He is going to
very close.
He is going to shove her 5 feet away because he doesn't want her, and then he is going to follow. He's trying to separate her
And
for
Morgan.
Morgan.
Perfect. Cool,
Yep.
cool. All right, there's both attacks. All right.
That's it. Yeah, that's his turn.
Saren, you're up. You see, Aloysius still held. Satrak has seemingly turned on the rest of his party in a fury, not wanting to be down with this.
Nope. He's looking around. He feels like everything's kind of like handled. Looks over at the owl lady, which is like, well, look how she looks, and just fires off another 3 blasts of gems or of dark magic.
The Goliath, Eridrine, roll those. So just a first level charge, just 3 blasts. Yeah.
No, I mean 3 charges.
Oh, okay, so 5 hits. Hell yeah. I mean, with okay, I was about to say, with the lucky feat, it is a 1 in like 400 to fail it. Oh, wait to hear.
Didn't I do this one time? Luck pointed it, and then I still got another 1.
Yeah, that's the 1 in
Yeah.
400. You use it.
Oh, absolutely.
25.
Yes,
instead of the wood,
absolutely.
Yeah. So 17 on the owl hits, 25, 22, 25, so 4 hits. That was the reason you took that feat originally. And then it happened again, despite all odds. And now you've definitely been... It's one of those, like... If you have an appliance in your house that shocks you, you're always hesitant to, like, touch it and turn it on again. Like, it's always that, like, okay, yeah. Like, you know. I feel it's one of those.
And
So, yeah.
those 2d4. That's 2d4 per hit, right?
Yeah, that'll be 8d4, I believe. And she's not concentrating, just roll all at once.
$23 force damage.
What does it look like? And how do you want to do this with your wand of dark magic missiles?
I don't think Saren has actually like really taken his eyes off Aloysia, because even though she's paralyzed, she's still looking directly at him.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's bound and held, and he's just got one hand doing that. Has the wand in her hand, glances over, and just releases a barrage of these black magic missiles that fly out of the wand. They scream over his party members and just pierce into
Zigzag all
this
around.
zigzag all around. You know, anime magic missile. You know. And just start piercing this very tall lady, and she hangs there for a second, and then just starts to crumple. And he does that, and he just looks right back over to Aloysia, and just waves his wand like, no.
I was gonna say, anyone watching, Wait until next session when we use the jump gate features. It's gonna be cool. And Aloysius just keeps her eyes locked on you, like like the pleading eyes of like, I don't want to be paralyzed anymore, please. And that'll be your end of your turn. And that'll bring us up to Ludo.
Oh, you
Yeah, end of
know
turn. I have to just check the charge boxes.
'16 will miss on cassette. All right, 21 will hit.
4, 6. Ugh. All right. Second level smite.
Go ahead, roll that damage. That'll be 48.
22 total.
What are the emotions Ludo feels as he makes eye contact with her?
He's at this point he's been like laying into her so much, and seeing her threaten the child again just kind of brought back like all those memories, and his eyes are glowing, like glowing tears are falling out of his eyes as he's just like swinging at her relentlessly at this point.
Excellent. She goes down. Those were your 2 attacks. I'm going to ask you, do you stop? She's on the ground. She's unconscious.
I don't think he stops.
Make a 3rd attack with advantage.
Is it the it's my bonus attack?
Yep.
Right.
.24 hits, auto crit. She fails 2 death saves. It's your Moorbounder's turn. I will ask you. Actually, yeah, it's entirely up in Ludo's brain right now what he's feeling, and I'll let you just narrate what you want to do.
Yeah, he feels like this is his redemption to end this evil that has caused so much pain and violence in the world.
Roll again on the Moorbounder. It gets a hold of the armor, and it's not quite able to make the blow land. So she is still not dead yet. As you're sitting there and you're commanding and you're... Oh, yeah, so go ahead.
What was it? I think you hear Finn go, "No, Ludo, no, don't!" And he's like standing next to it, like you, like not you, but like over here, as he like looks down and is like, "This is not you, don't."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Ludo's he's just so far in his mind right now that I don't even know that he hears anything else at this point.
We'll move on. Satrak, seeing this done, he goes ahead and kneels down, surrenders, throws up the white flag, and he starts like running out into the crowd. Like he just like leaps out, like recuses himself from combat to go start dashing after the child. Morgan, it's your turn.
I think with kind of seeing everything that's happened across the battlefield, all of the opponents have been at least knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
She would just kind of approach Ludo and just watch. She knows that if vengeance is to be taken upon Colette, it is not hers to take. She will wait until Ludo passes his judgment, trusting in his intuition.
As you do that, waiting, passing for judgment, Eridrine pops back up with a nat 20 on her death
Jeez.
saving throw.
Oh man.
That was the D20. It's her turn.
That's cool.
She
I love
pops back up. And she says, "No, we will end you." And she doesn't have any more of her thing, so she's just going to make a straight corrupting attack. You made reckless last turn, right? Hey, you?
Yep.
She's going to make this attack at advantage. Doesn't
No.
hit a nat 1. 10.
Just grabs.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Just grabs both arms. Oh, if it's his turn, he might tear this person's arm off.
All right, it's Cassette's turn. No!
Oh, no way.
Whoa.
I'm doing
Wow.
the healing is not coming. You're looking, Morgan. You just lock eyes with the Horcrux, the hair specks over here, and she's just smiling, looking at it all, just gleefully taking it all in. As Cassette pops back up, and she says, "I will take you to the grave with me. I will burn you again." And she goes ahead and makes an attack at Ludo. 27 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right, that's gonna be 37 poison damage to you. That'll be halved down to 18.
I am down.
Oh, shit.
All right, and then she is going to. Does she have anything else that can do damage? She cannot turn back into a spider. She lost that. None of her other spells that she can cast and do any damage. So she's just going to stand over Ludo at 1 hit point. Eridrine is up at 1 hit point. Hey, you, it is your turn.
He's going to take his first attack at Reckless at the thing in front of me. $16 to hit.
Hits, doesn't matter, she's down.
Okay.
Do you stop?
That's the first hit. If they are down, maybe a wisdom save, because they
Rocks?
are a bunch of shiny, delicious rocks too. No,
All
he
right.
does not.
Do you
He
go
wanted
to
to go
attack
after-
her, or do you go for the rocks?
He's going for the rocks. He's gonna pretty much take her arm and like shove it in that like
Yeah. Give me
opening in his mouth.
athletic with advantage.
Athletics.
You're just like ripping it out, basically.
Yeah, basically just ripping out whatever 18.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you start just pulling. You pull a whole fucking rock chunk of iridium out of her unconscious body. She's gonna go ahead and take 2 death fails. That is gonna count as a critical hit against her. And you have now an extra rock of iridium that you pulled out of a human. Put a note on that.
Excellent. Don't know what that means, but excellent.
Don't think any bonuses.
That's it.
Saren,
No
you-
bonuses. Yeah.
you have lost control of the battlefield somehow.
It was going so well. What did...
Yeah, what did he do in this moment? How did they both roll fucking nat 20s?
Honestly, it's karma for me controlling the battlefield a little too well this round.
Expert CC. Alright. I mean, these...
I don't want to get anywhere near Cassette.
Can you get Ludo up?
Yeah, I was
I
say
don't-
Ludo is
you're not
down
that kind of a
unconscious.
wizard.
Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, let me see what I can do. I can get there, and I can use my action to pour a greater healing potion down his throat.
Awesome.
Amazing. Yeah, you get him up and you just shake him awake. Out of whatever stupid 17 is a really good fucking healing potion.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right, Ludo, you're up. You're awake. You're still that fog of haziness of waking up. I'm not sure if Saren has anything else there. Yeah, your ears are ringing, and I don't know if you can hear so much of everything. You know, you can't hear Elgin shouting off in the crowds over the roar of the, the din of the roar. You just see Cassette smiling in front of you. Sweat and blood pouring down her face. That emblem of Loth glowing.
Yeah, as he stands back up, his eyes are still like glowing, and they're kind of like almost like crusted over with the dry tears at this point. And he, is going to use his last harness divine power and gain another level 2 spell slot as a bonus action. And Loth will not defeat Avandra that easily.
Alright, make that attack. All these are going to be with advantage.
Oh,
Alright, well, 13 misses on the first one. I'm trying here.
yeah. No kidding. Oh man.
There we go.
Okay.
Alright, 21 hits. You know she's up at 1. Do you still pump the smite in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just go ahead and roll the damage just to get the juice in there. So another 27 pumps down into her. I'm going to go ahead and count that as 2 death fails, basically, for her. That smite's just the extra juice that hits her after she's down. Alright, and he's gone. Do you do anything else, Ludo?
No, just have the Moorbounder try to take a swing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, have the Moorbounder go ahead and make the swing. I will ask the one question in your heart. Do you think there is ever a chance of redemption, even for the most evil and the most foul? Does that hold true to your tenets?
I think it does, but I think at the point he's almost questioning that.
Yeah, no.
The atrocities that Cassette has committed.
Knowing personally the pain.
Yeah, at this point she has caused so much, so much that she is, in his eyes, in his paladin level of judgment, she is beyond saving.
We'll move on to Morgan. You see him, your friend, your companion this whole time, Ludo trying with all of his might. What do you do in this moment?
I think she's going to hold fast in her resolve here. Ludo's time isn't up, and it seems as though everyone is back to being down. So in her eyes, the immediate threat is gone.
All right, hey you're up.
The thing in front of me is down. I think he has an extra rock. He's done. He's going to wind down. You hear the whining as his rage fades as he doesn't do anything.
All right, we'll go back up to Saren.
I'm gonna message you.
Oh yeah. Wizards.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's
I've done
I would
this.
say the scene
Feels
is
so good.
the scene has condensed down to everyone watching Ludo at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the crowd is whipping up into a frenzy, like they're tasting that blood again. Like it's just all going wild, and they're cheering, yelling for blood. Finish her! Finish her! All right, we'll move on to Ludo's turn.
Siren isn't watching Ludo. Siren isn't watching Ludo. He's not watching Cassette. He's staring right at the hair specs.
Ludo, it's your turn.
Ludo kind of like flourishes the spear and one-handed like points it up to the sky and just in a bright light casts a moonbeam right on Cassette's body.
Yes. Oh,
Jeez.
not subtle at all. Because the thing is, it's not even dealing damage to her immediately. It's waiting for her turn. We're going to say for this effect, it starts to burn away her skin and just like turn it into ash. And as you're illuminated under this, you see she starts to begin to wither away under the light of Avandra.
I feel like evil in a paladin way.
Your heartbeat in your chest as you're watching the moonbeam, as you keep concentrating it, focusing it more, and you just feel that hatred burning for her. All the pain, all the suffering, all the taunting and teasing. Was everything that she said to you just lies, just distractions? Do you think there's any sort of attempt of any honesty, anything into what she says, or is she just trying to hurt and cause chaos? And you're not sure. As we begin to the top of the round, you see that her respects Sarah, and you're making eye contact. Like, you're looking over, not like being obvious, like she doesn't know. And you see she looks around and she begins to go to cast a spell.
Can I tell where she's casting it to?
Go ahead, give me an Arcana check. With advantage because you're watching specifically. She's probably goes to begin casting a healing type spell. Like she goes to probably like she's trying to do something with healing in the soul with Cassette here.
I do what I said.
Yep. You're waiting for it and you're watching. Go ahead and make a D20 add your intelligence modifier. You're trying to beat a 5th level spell here. So the DC is 15.
Luck point.
Go for it. Oh, yeah. Is there
Assume
something?
counterspell.
Is there something in your spell bottle about this? Because it's hungry. You just feel that magic, and you just knock it out.
This is not the spell bottle. This is me.
Yeah.
I can't subtle spell the spell bottle.
Oh yeah. So yeah, is she? You see, and you're watching her. She goes to cast a spell, like a flick of the wrist, while she's not even looking, just like a, you know, like just trying to be a coy bitch. And then you see, she pauses, and then does that like it's the look that Heath Ledger gives as the Joker in The Dark Knight when he's walking away from the hospital explosion and it doesn't happen right away. And then she gives that look back, but it never happens. And then you see she gives a glare around the battlefield, but she doesn't know. She's like looking around. And for once, you can take comfort knowing this specifically. You can maybe let Morgan know. She did not see it coming.
I'll tell Morgan all about it later.
Yeah. But you take that satisfaction. She had no idea that that was happening. And that put an imbalance in her that is going to carry with her for the rest of the night. As Cassette, this token, permanently deleted. Nothing remains of her. As the moonbeam eradicates it, the crowd cheers. You see a healing spell get put up as the little gnome gets pulled to the side finally. Eridrine, same thing. You see her respects finally does her job. You are all victorious. And as Cassette is gone and dead, so are her storms. And the sun comes back out.
Oh, wait, what happened? She just died.
Ludo falls to his knees where his body, or where Cassette's body was, and yeah, he feels conflicted. You know, he feels that he finally did it, but was this how it had to happen? He feels a weight lifted off of his chest, but did he break his oaths to do so?
The juxtaposition of those feelings, that inner turmoil, while simultaneously being cheered and hurrahed by a faceless crowd of an enormous countless size that are rewarding this behavior and clamoring and jeering for the spectacle, demanding more, more, more. And the noble stands up. She says, "Calm, guards!" And you see a bunch of spells of calm emotions be cast throughout the crowd again as these hands of wards start to move in. As you can see, they're all kind of circling in the perimeter. And you all see there's a bit of an uneasiness in the air with everything with that. Of anyone that's like official, anyone in the crowd's kind of oblivious to this blood rage that they're kind of keep falling into again and again and again. And you're all left with that uneasiness, and we'll let you guys do anything with Ludo real quick.
I think Saren like looks at Ludo like kneeling on the ground. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I can never tell. It looks at Ludo kneeling on the ground, looks over it, like doesn't know what to do with that. Looks over at Morgan and kind of nods his head towards her, towards Ludo, looking at her. Then looks over and tries to find Finian in the crowd. What does Finian look like seeing all this?
I was just typing having Ludo roll perception check for if he's looking for Finian, but
you can save it for him because I'm like directly looking for you, and I'll just take whatever you put for him. You can do that, and I'll just see it. But the more important thing is Saren starts walking close up to the edge of the thing. It's just eyes driving into Aloysia because she's still bound in his hands.
It's still within the minute, yep. The minute still holds.
Just like staring at her, narrows his eyes, and then just releases her, opening his hand, and just watches her start to like move again.
As that happens, she kind of holds her hands up and does a little thing, and she points at you and casts a message spell directly into your head, a cantrip, and she just says, "You don't think I was really going to do it, do you? Put on a show. I was waiting to make sure that you had the win. It's all about the charade after all."
I'm not familiar with the message cantrip offhand. Do I get to respond?
You can respond to this message.
He's-
Ingrained into me at this point.
no
it's a
kidding.
fucking
Yeah,
reflex.
it's a yep.
From what I recall, the deal was you help us,
So, it's fun.
taking advantage of our softer sides, holding a knife to a young girl that we've rescued. It's not helping us. I don't think you held up your end of the bargain.
She shoots back. I was never going to do it. The owl needed to think she was in control so she would expose herself like she did. I never doubted that you were all going to win.
I guess I'll insight check that.
Go ahead, give an insight check. Since it's in your head, give an advantage. You can take her at, like, that's up to you.
No, I think he doesn't. His baseline is not trusting a word she says, but he can't tell if she's lying or not at this point.
And
So
that's-
he's not sure.
Do you think she would have done it? Is up to you, like, that's at your discretion. Like, she gave no tell either way. She sounded pretty, confident in what she was saying, but
I guess he'll just respond back with, "We'll talk about this in a little bit. We got some things to clean up."
we go back to that moment with Elgin.
I'm gonna ask if Ludo would after that was all said and done, what would he be doing? Would he be looking for Alyxian? What would he be doing?
I think he's still kneeling at the moonbeam pillar at this point,
Still up.
and he's just like breathing heavily. At one point, he goes to like wipe the dried tears from his face and uses the rest of his lay on hands to give himself 20 more hit point.
Okay. I would say then, Saren, if you're looking for Alyxian, you can roll your perception check. And Morgan, I don't know what you're doing. If you're looking for Alyxian or if you're looking toward Ludo.
Well, you tell us what Saren see.
Saren
Nat 20.
sees. Yeah, with a nat 20, Saren sees a heartbreak. Like, Saren sees him or Alyxian sort of seeing the moonbeam hit and knowing that that came from Ludo. You see him sort of break. Like, it was a. It's like the look of the best one turned, and he sort of, you see him hit his knees and you see tears falling down his face with the nat 20. It's a look of complete change on him. That's it.
Just more stuff that Saren is not good at dealing with people like that. No, that's not. He's got a high charisma, but that's for convincing people to do stuff. Figuring out like wise words to give to people who are having a problem or mediating whatever conflict this is. Nah.
Oh, okay. For a nat 20, I'll say this: you see heartbreak. That is the best explanation. Heartbreak.
Like legitimate, like because
Like
you
legitimate.
all heard you yelling. Don't do it.
Yeah, legitimate heartbreak of someone who, yes, heartbreak.
Well, that'll be a son of a bitch later.
What is Morgan in all this? What she's at?
So, in a way, she kind of looks at Ludo with a look of like kind of like a dark pride. Like she knows that if she were in his shoes, she would have done the same thing. And to see that, like I said, that kind of vengeance was taken is like, it's well deserved, and you know, a bitch had it coming. And
Bitch had it coming.
this yeah, this kind of falls exactly into her sort of like, you know, alignment here is like, evil things can be done for a greater good, and she kind of thinks that, you know, there's in no world Colette's life is a good thing to keep around.
Mhm. You know the power in death and what can be accomplished when things that need to be ended are ended. But you also see your companion in pain and in turmoil. I mean, we're still pretty early in the night. I'll leave this to y'all. It needs to end here, can end here. If there's some scenes you want to get into, you see the this moment with the crowd at the end of this battle is wrapping up, and people will eventually start being ushered off of the sands. I think we'll go back to Ludo.
Yeah, Ludo's. I think he's finally starting to come to a little bit. He's breathing heavily and kind of shakily. And he realizes that the moonbeam was still there. He sees that Heyu has a new rock.
Heyu has a rock, yeah. That's what he's up to now.
This boy
Yep.
over here.
He just looked at the new rock.
We know what the
This-
original team was, y'all, okay?
I'm playing that off too. It's like the thing knows what he's doing. He has a new rock.
Yeah.
He's very happy.
Rock.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I think Ludo stands up and he steps into the moonbeam willingly.
Are you trying to take some
And,
damage?
Yeah, he's gonna take that 2d10 radiant damage.
Alright, we're doing some
he only takes half.
flagellation.
He's gonna down himself.
There's some fucking
Jesus.
flagellation here.
I mean, it's only 3 points of radiant damage, but
Yeah. He's like, I need to find a better way to do this. But you feel that radiant pain, and you feel that cleansing, a bright burst of that moon from Avandra, the Changebringer. Although the moonbeam that you get, this magic is from Sehanine. With that Silverlight Spear, this is a Sehanine blessed weapon that you've been carrying this whole time. And I think it's that feeling of the moon that makes you think of Elgin. And you look up finally, eyes drying up a little bit as you're feeling that pain, that what you think you deserve. And I think that's when you look and see Finian and see that heartbreak on him.
and I think when Ludo looks up, like it almost looks like like he's looking from down, and his eyes come up before the rest of his head, and it almost has like an eerie look to it.
Aljin turns his back and walks away.
Is your voice cracking there, buddy?
Yeah, it did. It did.
It's just fucking heavy.
Ludo's gonna end the moonbeam.
You feel that through the moon magic, the radiant energy that you felt on you, you do feel sadness and weeping. but it's not just for you. Do you remember you were there at the Betrayer's Rise when you had that flashback, the memories, Alyxian, the hero, the one who carried this amulet before you, the one who's been carrying this pain crawling out this whole time. You know it's a pain, that there's a camaraderie in it, basically. You've witnessed the same kind of inner turmoil and struggle before, and you feel a single tear drop from the Changebringer, Avandra. You know it in your heart, as she has seen a hero walk this line before. And she just says, as a whisper to you, I thought giving him another chance, knowing that redemption isn't just for others, it's for yourself. It's the forgiveness that you don't carry, that sometimes you maybe earn. I'm sorry, my child.
He responds, and another tear falls out of his eye. Avandra, forgive me. And he goes silent.
Mm-hmm. That's once again that juxtaposition, the crowd around you. It's starting to calm down now, and there's like still like the cheering, the signs held up, people chanting all of your names, the team name, the Coven Pact Party. All of you are just stuck in this solemn, sad moment as the guards finally come and begin to take you off of the sands. And that will bring us into our next battle. Eventually.
I think before Ludo exits.
Yeah.
I think he's going to right where Cassette was laying. I imagine there's probably some like
there's
blood-soaked sand, or
there's still like shards of armor and stuff like that.
I think he's gonna just pick up like a handful of like the dust and shards and bloodied sand.
You see it's cracked and broken down the middle. It's lost its shine and glamour, but there's still like the remnants of the symbol of Loth, that like red ruby with the golden lay in the shape of the spider, but it's like cracked and shattered, and like, you know, like a couple pieces have fallen off in chunks, but you know, still kind of intact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Mostly
he'd pick that up, and like the bloodied sand is like running through between his fingers back onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then he walks out silently.
All right. And honestly, I can't think of anything else that can kind of top any of that. So we'll probably call it an end of the session for the night, unless anyone has anything else they want to squeeze in. I'll leave this to all of y'all in this exact moment with this team, or even with the other team. You let me know.
It's a good place, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Agreed.
Moments to contemplate. Y'all all watch that happen. Trixie and Doodoo, popcorn. I've had a bowl of popcorn this whole time. I've just been munching on it. That's what's been in my mouth every time when I've tried to talk. What a fucking session. What a battle. Hey, Ludo, I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to have a talk.
Yep.
Thank y'all for anyone who's stuck around. Thank you for my players for this amazing campaign. I can't wait to see what we cook up next as we continue this Call of Netherdeep. Like, subscribe, give me a comment. I don't know. Yay, Dungeons and Dragons!